The Go Higher podcast is provided by the High Program at Wayne State University. The High Program, helping individuals go higher.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Go Higher podcast, where we take on the tough and relevant subjects in everyone's day-to-day lives and provide insight on how to respond, resolve, and re-inspire yourself and those around you. Today's episode will focus on how to choose your college major. There are so many different majors you could possibly choose from, anywhere from secondary education to rheumatology to computer science, and the list just goes on and on. When you first arrive at school, it may feel as though you already know what you'll be focusing on and studying, and nothing can change your mind. And that's perfectly fine. Or maybe you have absolutely no idea what you would enjoy working on, or you have 7 different majors in mind and you can't decide which is the best for you. These are all valid feelings that everyone goes through, so don't worry. We will be discussing how to narrow down your search by looking closer at the details, such as introduction classes, salary research, location, and passion. First, start by making a list. Jot down every single thing that interests you that could be made into a career. And most things can be made into a career with the right networking and passion. Next, go through the list and figure out what is actually realistic for you to focus on. Are you interested in ocean studies, but you live in Iowa and don't want to move out of state? Then maybe that isn't the major for you. So go through every item on the list and figure out if that's something you can actually do in the area that you're living in. And if it's not, then think about whether you will be willing to relocate or not. If you're interested in a lot of different topics and you're not sure which you are drawn to more, try taking some introduction classes. If you can afford to take them as electives at your college, even better. If not, you can try to find some free or cheap intro classes online, or even get a book on that topic at the library. The best way to decide if something is right for you or not is to learn more about the subject. You also need to take into account if you will actually enjoy this job. Maybe volunteer somewhere so you can get an idea of what the job would be like. If you're interested in journalism, maybe volunteer at the campus newspaper or even just take a tour. A big part to remember is that you will be in this career for a long time once you decide, maybe even for the rest of your life. So you want to choose something that you can see yourself being passionate about. But don't let that stress you out too much. You don't have to decide on a career until you're ready. And many adults switch career paths later in life. There's no rule book to life. Next, you can take into account salary for the different paths you're interested in. Now, money isn't everything, especially when it comes to doing something you're really passionate about, but money definitely helps. You have to have a reliable source of income with your career rather than being unsure about how you're going to pay your bills every month. Don't go for a job that is the highest paying if you have no interest in the career, because then even though you'll have the money, you'll probably not enjoy your job and have trouble staying in it. Happiness does come from financial security, but it also comes from spending your life doing things that you care about. So you need to find a balance for both. You can always wait until you finish all of your general education courses before you decide on a major, but if it gets to that point and you're still unsure, you can always consider taking some time off of college. It's better to take the necessary time to find out what you want to do rather than get a degree in something you don't care about and then needing to go back to college when you inevitably figure it out later in life. The main point here is don't rush yourself. College will always be there for you. Finding a career to focus on and settle down in is a big decision, so take your time and eventually you'll find it. Thank you for listening and good luck.
College can be difficult, but for some students, financial issues can make things impossible. The High Program at Wayne State University provides critical funds to students who are having major issues with basic needs like tuition, books, housing, and food. It's amazing, but just a few $100s at the right time can save a student from dropping out or from being homeless. Students should not have to decide between basic life needs and finishing their education. The HIGH program has connected hundreds of students with these basic needs and provided a light at the end of the tunnel for what amounts to the most difficult period of their young lives. If you would like to help, donations of any amount are welcome, and you can find all our information on highprogram.wayne.edu or at WSU High Program.